And here in Los Angeles this evening, all roads lead to the Forum. It is the hottest ticket in sports. The Forum, what serves as a model? Where did it come from? Well, 80 A.D. over in Rome, the original Colosseum was built. And then 1,886 years later, they broke ground on an old golf course here in Inglewood, California. And a year later, they played a National Hockey League match here, and the Forum was born. It was inspired, in fact, the man who drove it to completion with his cash and his will was Jack Kent Cooke, and then he would later sell it to a cowboy out of Wyoming for $67.5 million. Dr. Jerry Buss now trying to close in on another NBA championship. So we welcome you inside the fabulous Forum, as they have always called it here in Southern California, as CBS Sports continues its coverage of the 1987 NBA Finals. This is round two. The imposing Los Angeles Lakers will try to make it 2 in a row tonight against the defending NBA champion, Boston Celtics. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Brent Musburger. You know, ordinarily, you would say in Game 2, the team that was beaten badly in Game 1 will close in by sheer force and will and make a contest. But things may have grown even worse for the Boston Celtics in the injury category. Kevin McHale, who has been playing on Hart with a fractured foot throughout much of the playoffs, has learned that perhaps the injury is growing even worse. In fact, the leader of the Boston Celtics had this to say about Kevin McHale, and he meant it seriously. Go on home, I wouldn't chance it. He gave us everything he can. That's why we're here. But if you start jeopardizing your future, it ain't worth it. Short time ago, my colleague Dick Stockton had an opportunity to talk to Kevin, and he asked him if he can do anything right now to help the foot.
You know, I don't think I can do anything more to the foot than it's already been done. The damage has been done in there. Now it's a matter of just waiting till the end of the series and then going in there and probably having an operation and a screw put in to bring the bone back together. So I'm not concerned really about hurting it anymore. I don't think I can do any more damage to it. And as far as effectiveness, you got to play with what you got, and I'm going to go out there and play.
So injuries continue to be a big problem plaguing the Celtics. Larry Bird was out early, practicing as he always does on game day. Dick, you had an opportunity to speak to him. What about Larry? What were his thoughts?
Well, Brent, Larry Bird, who had an opinion on Kevin McHale, also had an opinion on the Celtics. He says, we have to come out differently tonight. We've got to not be timid as we were in Game 1. We've got to be aggressive. We have to bang the boards. We have to be a lot more physical. And the Celtics basically have to rebound a lot better. Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale had a combined 9 rebounds in the first game, and that was the lowest output by that tandem this year. My partner, of course, is Tom Heinsohn. Tommy, basically the Celtics won this year and have to win tonight if they can with intelligence.
Dick, it must be a paramount intelligent ball game. They cannot take any quick shots, particularly in the first quarter. Only layups. They've got to work the clock down to under 10 seconds before they take the shot in order to try and destroy the rhythm of the pace of the game.
Tommy, specifically on the court, what do the Celtics have to do to try to derail the Lakers?
Well, the Laker fast break has simply been awesome. And what you've got to do is a couple of things to slow the ball game down a little bit. First of all, off a missed shot, Boston must get all over the rebounder and make it tougher for LA to make the outlet pass. The Celtics must then step up and challenge the outlet and slow their ball handlers down. This will give Boston's bigger, slower players time to retreat down the floor and pick up the Laker wingmen. All in all, it's delay, delay, delay.
And Tommy, a lot of people think that was the whole game for the Lakers, the fast break, but they had another important element as well.
If anybody thought that, they're wrong, because the Lakers played outstanding defense against the power of the Boston Celtics, the inside game. They made them hurt in that department.
All right, so the Celtics, who have lost 5 straight games on the road in the playoffs, face a big hurdle, Brent, because no one has been successful in this building.
Yeah, exactly, Dick. The other side of that stat is the Lakers are unbeaten here in the Forum at home this year. So it is a tough road ahead for the Boston Celtics. But one thing to keep in mind, as the championship series now is played, the next 3 games after this one will be back in the Boston Garden.
Let's quickly take a look at the starting lineups tonight, and it's Parrish, Bird, McHale up front for the Celtics, Danny Ainge and Dennis Johnson, who didn't get much shooting time in game number 1. Casey Jones, who's now 6-8 against the Lakers' lifetime in the playoffs. Worthy, AC Green, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, and Byron Scott make up the Lakers starting lineup, and Pat Riley, who's been to the finals in 4 of his 5 years in LA. Jack Madden and Ed Rush are the officials, and Hugh Evans, who worked the game 1 on Tuesday, is the alternate. Underway, the Celtics in green, the Lakers in gold, and it's the Lakers with the ball. They started out with a 9-0 lead in Game 1 Tuesday night.
Dick, they start out immediately trying to pace the game. No getting into it easy. They're going to get into it as fast as they can.
And illegal defense called. 13 seconds into the game against the Boston Celtics. Second time will be a technical foul. That was just a warning. So the matchups. Dennis Johnson is on Magic Johnson. It was Ainge on Magic in Game 1. So the Celtics have made a switch there. But they haven't really done anything right now holding off the Lakers' offensive rebounding. And Byron Scott gives them the lead.
Boy, for a guard to get an offensive rebound, that's not a good sign.
Because Byron Scott has that trait that people talk about, rebounding. Kevin McHale from the corner, and we're all tied. So the Celtics already are doing better than they did in early moments of Game 1. McHale is guarding Worthy. That was the matchup in 1. Misses Parrish the rebound.
Celtics need not take quick shots like this. If it goes in, wonderful. Casey Jones really wants them to take nothing but good shots. And layups preferably.
And for the first time in the series, the Celtics have taken a lead. They were never ahead Tuesday night. Kareem, good move inside against Parrish.
He, over the years, has become the total wily offensive low post player.
Conversely, Magic Johnson is guarding Dennis Johnson. Scott is on Ainge. Worthy is on Bird. McHale gets the foul and will go to the line. Kevin McHale had only 5 rebounds. He was outplayed by Worthy, if you want to look at that as a matchup. And for only the 3rd time in the playoffs, was in for less than 30 minutes.
This series is going to be long 100-yard or 90-foot dashes for Kevin McHale, and he is not a fast man to begin with. And with that sore foot, it's extra pressure on him. And at the tail end of the season, it's even worse.
We have a minute and a half gone by, opening period, and the Celtics are leading by 2. Now Dennis Johnson has switched to Byron Scott. Ainge was on Magic. Worthy, brilliant Game 1, misses his first shot, and here's Dennis Johnson. Danny Ainge. And there is a foul against the Lakers inside. And Tommy, the Celtics don't want to get into a track meet with the Lakers, but they want to run a little bit more than they did because the Lakers knew they weren't going to run and could hang around the offensive glass in Game 1.
That's Casey Jones's dilemma. If you run, you might get caught up in the rhythm of the Lakers, but you still got to get some easy baskets yourself. You can't keep playing half court all night.
Magic Johnson picked up his first foul. McHale, good position in the low post, and they're going to McHale early, and the Celtics lead by 4.
And that's something that did not happen in Game 1.
AC Green on the fast break.
AC Green has been sensational in the playoffs and all season long, as a matter of fact, getting up the court before the other power forward.
Larry Bird hits his first shot. He has been averaging 35 points a game in his last 4 playoff encounters. He had 32 to lead Boston Tuesday. Magic Johnson short with that, and Parrish gets the outlet to Bird. The Celtics have a 2-on-1, and it's stolen by Magic Johnson on the return pass. Crowd loved that move. Inside, posting up, Magic gets an easy basket against Dennis Johnson.
Celtics did not jump at him with anybody but Dennis Johnson, and he was totally under control with the left hand.